Have you told him that you had a crush on him? Cole loves Selena.
Yeah, I know, and he doesn't, I'm sure, but it was honest, honestly. I think he's adorable.
If you thought you had Selena Gomez's love life all figured out, think again. For years, headlines screamed about her roller coaster romance with Canadian pop sensation Justin Bieber. They were the couple that defined a generation, the ups, the downs, the songs written about each other, and the endless paparazzi shots that made Yelena one of the most talked about relationships in entertainment history. But here's the twist. Selena Gomez just revealed who the real love of her life was, and spoiler alert, it wasn't Justin Bieber. Shocking? Absolutely. Intriguing? You bet. The revelation happened during her recent appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, where she opened up in a way fans have rarely seen before. She talked about her childhood, her first kiss, and the person who had her heart before the flashing lights of fame. And let me tell you, this story is not only unexpected but also refreshingly relatable. After all, haven't we all had that one first love who made our teenage hearts race like a roller coaster on turbo mode? Grab your popcorn, or maybe your pint of ice cream, because we're about to dive deep into the surprising love confession from Selena Gomez that's rewriting the narrative of her romantic life. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Let's rewind for a moment. Remember the early 2010s? Tumblr was booming, Instagram was still in its filter-heavy infancy, and Hollywood was buzzing about one of the most iconic teen couples of all time, Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. They were young, ridiculously good-looking, and madly in love, or so it seemed. Fans gave them the ultimate celebrity couple nickname, Yelena, and the internet couldn't get enough of their every move. One day they were spotted on a beach vacation, the next they were reportedly breaking up, and then, surprise, they were back together again. It was the ultimate soap opera, only this one played out in real time across every gossip site imaginable. For many of their fans, Yelena felt like a love story out of a YA novel, dramatic, messy, passionate, and impossible to look away from. Justin wrote songs inspired by Selena, Selena dropped subtle hints in her music, and together they became the ultimate poster couple for teenage love that couldn't quit. But here's the catch. What the world saw wasn't the full story. Behind all the headlines and heart emojis, Selena was carrying memories of a different love, a quieter, more innocent one that predated the chaos of fame. And when she finally opened up about it, it reminded us all that first love has a power of its own. Talk show appearances are usually fun distractions from the seriousness of celebrity life. Play a silly game, tell a couple of jokes, and promote a new movie or album. But Selena's recent stop at Jimmy Fallon's show was something different. She didn't just bring her usual charm, she brought honesty. Fallon, being the playful but occasionally probing host he is, asked her about her childhood, and that's when the floodgates opened. With a nostalgic smile, Selena shared memories of her early years, her home, and the people who shaped her before Hollywood ever entered the picture. And then came the reveal. She talked about her first kiss, the boy she had been obsessed with growing up, and how that young crush wasn't just a passing fancy, but the love of her life back then. The audience laughed and swooned in equal measure, and Fallon leaned in with that signature grin that says, "I can't believe you just admitted that on national television." And the best part? Selena wasn't embarrassed. She wasn't downplaying it. She owned it. Because who among us hasn't had that one crush who felt like the center of the universe? That's the magic of her story. It's not just Selena's, it's ours too. Naturally, fans went into detective mode. Who is this mystery boy? Was it a classmate? A neighbor? A fellow child actor before she hit it big? Speculation swirled like a storm on Twitter and TikTok, with fans digging through old interviews and childhood photos. But Selena never named him, and honestly, that was the smartest move she could have made. Because here's the truth. His name doesn't matter. What matters is what he represents. To Selena, he was the symbol of innocence, of the first taste of love, of the butterflies that come before you learn about heartbreak. To her fans, He was a reminder that even someone as glamorous and untouchable as Selena Gomez once felt the same way about a childhood crush that we all did. And maybe that's the real reason her confession hit so hard. It wasn't about scandal. It wasn't about drama. It was about relatability. This is where the story takes on a deeper, almost poetic twist. Because when Selena said this boy was the love of her life, she wasn't dismissing her relationships as an adult. She wasn't minimizing what she had with Justin Bieber or The Weeknd or anyone else she's been linked to. What she was doing was honoring the truth about first love. Think about it. First love is different. It's pure. It's obsessive in the best, and sometimes worst, way. It consumes you not because it's realistic, but because it feels larger than life when you're experiencing it. And while many of us eventually move on and find deeper, more sustainable kinds of love, that first one always leaves a mark. Selena's confession reminds us that first love doesn't have to be your last love to be meaningful. In fact, it often isn't. But it shapes who you are. It teaches you about longing, about excitement, about vulnerability. And no matter how many red carpets you walk or songs you record, you never really forget it. The entertainment world thrives on scandal and spectacle, but Selena has always been different. She's built her career not just on talent, but on authenticity. From speaking openly about her health struggles to championing mental health awareness, she's never shied away from being vulnerable. That's why this confession feels so right. It wasn't calculated for shock value. It wasn't a publicity stunt. It was a genuine moment of connection between Selena and her fans. And in a culture that often treats celebrities like characters in a never-ending drama, her honesty cuts through the noise. When she admits she was obsessed with her childhood crush, she reminds us she's just like us. The internet, of course, had a field day with Selena's revelation. Memes popped up almost instantly. Some fans joked that her childhood crush must be feeling pretty smug right now, while others admitted they were low-key jealous of whoever this mystery boy is. But beyond the humor, there was a sense of admiration. Fans praised Selena for being real, for not turning the conversation into another headline about her famous exes, and for reminding people of the universality of first love. On TikTok, people began sharing their own stories of first crushes and first kisses, creating a ripple effect of nostalgia. Selena unintentionally started a trend, one that encouraged people to revisit their own love of my life moments from years past. And in doing so, she once again proved her ability to connect with people in a way few celebrities can. Where does this leave Selena now? Happier, it seems. She's been focusing on her career, her friendships, and her personal growth. She's been outspoken about the importance of self-love and the fact that you don't need a partner to feel complete. And yet, by acknowledging the importance of her first love, she's showing that you can honor your past while embracing your present. It's not about clinging to what was, it's about appreciating it for what it taught you. And that might be the healthiest perspective on love we've heard from any celebrity in a long time. So there you have it. Selena Gomez revealed the love of her life, and it wasn't Justin Bieber. It wasn't The Weeknd. It wasn't anyone with millions of Instagram followers or a chart-topping hit. It was her childhood crush, the boy who gave her butterflies before the world knew her name. And in that confession, she gave us something bigger than gossip. She gave us truth. She reminded us that love isn't always about grand gestures or dramatic headlines. Sometimes it's about the small, sweet, unforgettable moments that stay with us forever. So the next time you find yourself thinking about your own first love, don't roll your eyes and dismiss it as just a crush. Remember that those moments mattered. They shaped you. They were real. And now, I want to hear from you. Who was your first love? Do you still think about them sometimes? Did they teach you something that still shapes the way you love today? Share your story in the comments, because if Selena can spill her secrets on national TV, you can definitely drop a little nostalgia here too. And hey, don't forget to share this article with your fellow Selena fans, because let's be honest, the world deserves to know that the love of her life was never Justin Bieber.